The slow movement was born in 1986 when Carlo Petrini was upset about a new McDonald's in Rome. This movement has roots in various philosophical traditions, including Daoism and Descartes. Embracing slowness in eating, culture, and friendships can bring numerous benefits to one's life.
Zootopia is an enjoyable movie, not a groundbreaking, Oscar-winning masterpiece, but a good way to spend a couple hours. One of the most enjoyable moments in the movie is when the protagonists visit a state-run bureaucracy, like a licensing or passport office, entirely run by sloths. The film artfully drags out the long, slow movements of the sloth. The movie's hero taps the desk impatiently, desperately tries to interrupt, and is frantically keen to speed things up, to no avail. Sloth's gonna sloth, and thus they carry on in their maddeningly slow, deliberate way. A few years after watching Zootopia, a good friend of mine, his tongue loosened by Dutch courage and Dutch lager, said to me, "Can I tell you something? Whenever I feel stressed or worried, I pretend to be a sloth." What? Like, I do things really slowly. Like this. He proceeded to demonstrate just how painfully slowly he could move. He turned his head like a turtle. He gave long blinks as if he were exhausted. In the 1980s, the slow movement became a cultural fad. It all began when McDonald's misjudged just how seriously the Italians take their food. As unfathomable as it is today, in 1986, McDonald's hadn't made its way into much of Europe. Not everyone was in love with the idea. In Japanese philosophy and aesthetics, there is a concept known as ma, which is often translated as empty space. It's the room that you give something for it to flourish. For a tree to be healthy and strong, it needs empty soil into which it can root. For a bird to fly, it needs enough air to flap and thrust upward. Even the words in this sentence only make sense because of the space between them. Ma is a Japanese slowness that lets things breathe a bit and allows for that deepening that all meaningful things need.